Is Ron and the legend here, Clemson Brown, Minister Clemson Brown. Now, this is the man who's presented you with all this amazing work. Talk to us a little bit. How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel very well. I mean, I've come a long ways. So first, I thank God. I thank the Creator. And the Creator and us, and I'm saying us because we are all one with the Creator. And we got to be more aware of that now in the position Black folk find themselves in, so that we can become conscious of the strength we have and how do we tap into our God power. Because we're going to need it right now to survive Trump and white supremacy. Bill Gates, I was just reading yesterday, was funding programs in South Africa that was spreading AIDS in South Africa. And there is a concerted effort, according to what I was reading, I don't know this, but I don't doubt it, of Europeans to exterminate as many Africans as possible, into the millions if they can. So we have a lot of work to do. And when we can tap into our God self, because when you breathe air. And we all breathe in the same air. It's passing through us just like it blows through trees and the flowers. When we drink the water, our body is 72% water. That water is the same water of the ocean, of the rain. That water passes through us just like it passes through the streams, and run all over the earth. And the sun is the same heat that beats our heart. We eat the earth, we are the earth. So when we realize that we are nature, that's who we are. All of the energy of the universe is the energy that makes us, that we are. So when we can tap into that with our consciousness and understand that there is positive, negative in everything, and that Europeans represent a negative force which carries with it death and destruction when it comes to Black people anyway. So that we have to balance that, and we balance that with a positive force. So it's the consciousness that we become aware of, which is what our ancestors understood and gave to us thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. Ma'at. We have to get back to living that way with one another and removing the ego so that the universe speaks through us and not our ego, which causes destruction and death towards us and amongst us. So I'm glad to be feeling better. I have been fighting to get my health back for the past couple of years, really, especially the past 6 months. But I feel great. Mm-hmm. I'm back on the battlefield. I'm ready to go. I got my weapon.
Tapvideo, it's been a long journey.
Thank you.
And you've touched many all over the world. How do you want them to continue your work? How do you want them to support your work? Because it's not completed yet, the upload.
Well, actually, information is critical for us as a people. And because the archives, which I dedicated my life to collecting has I managed to capture some of our greatest historians, and they're gone. Most of them are gone, but we still have their voice and their teachings on tape, so that saving this archives is critical. Information is critical. We need it. We will survive, even with all of the
attacks,
destruction that's against us. We will survive. We will overcome it.
Do you
we
think,
just need to keep our eyes on the prize.
Do you think Africa is the destination? What do you think about this acceptance of Africa, this balance now of travel from America to Africa, Ghana, returning home? What do you think about that energy?
Oh, I think we have to work together. We have to do projects together. We got to become much closer, and the technology is so that we can do that. I mean, the technology, just like I'm sitting here talking, I'm talking all over the world.
Yes, sir.
And can be picked up in Africa. Of course, we have to do more to, how to say, be more direct so that we can improve. Same thing CNN does and all these other stations. We got to get in the mix. We've been behind in the technology, but our minds are just as great, and we can catch up. Chinese is all over Africa, but we could be all over Africa as well. We have to. We got to be working together. China is there for China. So we need to bring all of our scientific knowledge and our love and commitment to making Africa strong. We are Africans. No, I get a chance to look back and thank so many people. Even if I'm doing it spiritually, I've been so blessed, and I thank the Creator. And I've had very few negative or unhappy times in my life. This is the first time I've really been ill in all my 80 years. It's the first time I've really been down. So looking back at all the people I've had a chance to walk with and travel with and record, I am so blessed. So this time of sickness has given me a lot of time to reflect. So I'm good. I'm good. I just thank the Creator.
And your wife?
And I think oh Lord, I thank my wife. I would not be here if it was not for my wife. My wife pulled me through the last couple years in her dedication and, making sure I got what I needed.
And someone said that your wife is the main reason the building of the archive, because she allowed you to focus. If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be able to focus.
No, that's true. She is the main reason. And she traveled with me a lot. I took all over Africa. I'm saying I took all over Africa because she went with me, because, I did the arrangement.
So you
But
lived
I took my family. I even had family reunion.
in Africa.
In Ghana, yeah.
You've had the most exciting life when you think about a man going back home, capturing home, telling the story of home and home in America, the struggle. You've seen the struggle, you've seen the violence, you've been in the protest. You've been and you've lived to tell the story now. Many of the ones who have participated in this struggle have not lived to tell the story and then to tell all the stories. So that's what makes you an interesting character in the narrative of our people. You lived it, you stayed behind the camera, you told the entire history and story of our people, and now here you are writing your book. That's a blessing.
But I want to say that I merely recorded the great minds like Dr. Charles French, Dr. Jeffries, Professor Smalls, Dr. Clark, Dr. Ben, all these people who began the conscious movement from the 70s, Reverend Daughtry. I mean, the whole black community at one point was united. We were together much more than we are now, but we were together. And I came along with those warriors, and I just did what I loved doing, which was record the story. I was one of the first recorders of our history on videotape and film and so forth.
Do you see your work continuing? When you look online, do you see similar people
Yeah,
continuing work?
there are similar people out
Good
there.
morning, Mr. Brown. So
Yeah.
I see the interview. You got mail. This was delivered to my house.
Okay.
Bill just signed it from me.
Sorry for the interview. I hope I didn't interrupt.
It's okay.
Oh, come here, young man. Come here a minute. I've known this young man since he was born.
Yeah, this is the boss of the block, the OG.
Look.
The one that used to make all of us start reading when we didn't want to read at a young age.
Uh-huh. What's your name?
CJ.
Yeah, I got great hope for him.
So you've read a lot.
Yeah, he used to make us read. When we used to be out on the block not doing nothing, he'd come outside like, yo, I got some books for you guys to read. If y'all want to come in the house with me, y'all could come and read them.
Do you not remember anything you've read?
Nah, a lot of times you know how it be as young kids, you didn't really want to read until he forced us after a while. Like, he used to come outside when we not doing nothing. Like, see, I could be doing something. I could be reading. I could be doing this. I could be doing that. Because like he said to you just now, he sees the potential in us. He says it to all of us. He said, even though y'all be sagging or this and that, I see potential in y'all. Y'all just got to stay focused.
So what do you think about the world now for you or in the future of your generation? What do you see?
I see a lot of followers. That's it. Not a lot of leaders.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we gonna make it out. It's just you gotta go through something so you could realize like everybody gotta go through something for them to see the best in life. If you don't go through nothing, you won't like what your mom used to tell you as a young kid. If you don't touch the fire and burn your hand, you don't know if it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta try stuff first for you to learn. And once you learn, you gotta make the best out of it. Don't keep making the same mistakes. You gotta make a mistake and learn from all your mistakes that you make.
Well, you see this generation going up.
Yeah, I see it going up. There's a lot of potential in us. Smart people. Like, I know you heard about the Juice WRLD kid who just recently died of
Oh yeah, I saw it.
See, people like that, I don't like when people like he's the same age as me. I just turned 21. He just turned 21. But
And your focus in life is what's your profession?
I want to be my own boss. I don't want to ever I don't want to have nobody telling me what to do.
And what's your route to get
I want
to
to do
that?
real estate. I want to get my real estate license and start investing in it. Try to be my own little real estate so I can start selling houses and stuff.
Okay, and you have a mentor?
What you mean by that?
You have someone who's helping you to direct you in that direction?
No, I don't have a mentor. I'm my mentor at the moment.
Okay. So find someone who's done it before.
I mean, I have people online. Like, I look at people online who be
Okay.
like doing their little ones or twos,
Yeah.
and I just learn from that. But I don't got a mentor, like a person that's above me telling me, yo, this is how you're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just trying things and I'm learning from my mistakes at the
Yeah,
moment.
but someone who's made all those mistakes, don't reinvent the wheel. Use their wheel, just oil it. You see what I'm saying?
I don't got nobody like that.
Okay, so you got to find them. That's the first thing you want to step. Find the step.
Yeah.
Find that person who's going to lift you up. Same thing with Mike Tyson. He found someone to help train him.
Yep.
Right? You look like a Mike Tyson. Like,
Yeah, everybody used to tell me that. I saw it when I was young. I started boxing. Seriously.
box?
Nah, I stopped boxing though. After
because you know he's a
first day
he's a boxer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when I was in college.
first-
Yes, good morning. How are
The first day I started boxing, the guy busted my lip, and I was mad, so I stopped going after that. Like, I was in a fight. My first day I had a fight. I'm fighting. The guy told me he's gonna be nice. He's gonna be easy with me, but I didn't know he was gonna like. Every time I try to throw, I'm a righty, so every time I try to throw my hardest hit, he would just weave it, and I just got tight. He bust my lip, and then my anger just came after me, and I knocked him out the ring, and that was my last fight. After that, I stopped fighting. I realized I have an anger issue.
Okay.
So I just like, boxing's not for me.
You think most of your colleagues have anger issues?
Yeah. I think a lot of us need therapy, but we just don't go.
Wow. So if more centers were in the community or even virtual where you could talk to someone virtually,
Yeah,
you think that could help the younger youth?
Yeah, that and somewhere like a place to go. Like, you see how we have the YMCA people, like back in the day, that's what I used to do, grow up before. I used to go to the gym to stay out of trouble, go play basketball, go work out. That's what we need. We just need somewhere to go. Stay busy. If we stay busy, we're gonna stay out of trouble. If we're not busy, we don't know, we like loose screws.
Stay busy. What month you born?
November 28th, like I said, my birthday just passed. My birthday was on Thanksgiving this year.
We wish you the best, man. We're here for
appreciate
you, and he's here for you.
I know, I always could come to him and talk to him if I need anything.
Bless up.
Bless.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
That's the message from the young generation, our neighbors. Our neighbors are our children. That's amazing. The stories are everywhere. And like he said, we need somewhere to go.
Yeah.
They're stuck in these buildings, have a little YMCA, and he says they need therapy. And this therapy could possibly be from post-slave traumatic disorder.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we have to start fighting for in the community.
Yeah.
We can fight for reparations, but we need a lot of therapy. We need them to pay to heal us.
No, you okay. It was good. It was good.
So that was divine for us to see the young and the elders making the transition. Like, wow, that was powerful. Thanks
Come on,
so
let me
much.
show you something.